networks in file choose networks, file preference must choose expert. Okay, put in your notes, file preference must choose expert. Right, click OK. Right, then go to files, tools, network. Okay, go to the network. Right, so last week we have done D16 and D16B. The difference is D16 is class C, D16B is class A. Right, okay. So you confirm you have two network. After this, you choose one. Which one? Right? So today we're going to assign your Kali and one of your free BSD with one network. You choose whether you want to choose D16 or D16B. Okay, because the lab test will be actually it's a tembak kan. So I'm not giving a direct instruction. So you choose yourself. Okay, so now you have two network. Okay, right. So when you have decided which network you want to choose, let's say that you want to choose D16. Okay, go to the list of machine. Right, so choose your Kali, go to settings, under network. Okay, choose your Kali, under setting, go to network. Attach to change it to network. Right, the name, choose yourself. Whether you want to do D16 or D16B or you put D16C. This one is the full instruction. Up to you. Right, make sure you note which network you choose. Because after this you will apply it on the previous. Right, once done, click OK. And choose one of the free BSD. Okay, go to setting, network, attach to network, and choose the same network name. Then click OK. So now your Kali and one of your free BSD is within the same network. Why? Because you choose the same network. Right, run your free BSD. Right, login as root. Password is ABC123. Right, I would like to remind again, as we have learned last week, when you log in to your VM, you can actually log in as root. When you use remote access, your SSH, you cannot SSH as root. You can only SSH as user. Right? You can only SSH as user. Take example, user 1, your SSH user 1, the server IP, go inside the server, become a root by typing SU. Right? Make sure your user is in wheel group, because of if it's not within the same wheel group, you cannot become root. You cannot type SU. Right? So now when you type roots, okay, you type that three command. Who am I? Uname space minus A, if config space minus A. Right, in your FreeBSD, you type who am I, you type uname space minus A, you type is config. So who am I? You are currently as root. Uname space minus minus A, you are actually in your servers. You can see the server name. Right, done. Okay. This one puts important insights your notes. When you want to install a software using FreeBSD, the dates of FreeBSD must be correct. So type date, D-A-T-E. Okay. Type dates. You can actually see that you have the correct date. but maybe you have a wrong time. Okay, so now we're going to correct the dates and the time. So type the command dates 2025 1209 1024. Right, so this is year. 2025 is the year, 12 is December, 09 is today dates, 10 to 24 is today time, current time, which is 1024. Right, so you type dates 2025 1209 1024, press enter. Then you type that date. Alright, done. Okay, so the dates and time is correct. Now we're going to install a web server software named Apache. Right? So as you learned with Ms. Azlin in your lecture class, for open source software we have a few package management to download and install the software. Right? So now for FreeBSD we are using PKG package management. So type pkg install Apache 24. Okay, so pkg is to download the files, install to install the software Apache 24. Right, do you want to fetch and install? You type Y and enter. Okay, we will be downloading the software based on your hotspots. Hopefully your hotspot is okay.
看电影啊，你先播种。
Right, for those who success to install, right, you type src Apache 24 underscore enable equal to yes. src space Apache 24 underscore enable equal to yes. Right, then press enter. Okay, so now when you type src Apache 24 underscore enable yes, it will put the Apache to auto run every time you start your VM. Right, then you type more/etc rc.conf. Then press enter. Okay. When you type more space etc rc.conf, this is the files that actually shows you more space. And never mind, you can learn next time with me.
The one.
Right, so when you type more space etc/rc.conf, right, you shall press spacebar. Spacebar, yeah. Capture. Okay, when you type more etc/rc.conf, it will show you what are the settings that will run when you on your FreeBSD. Take example, it will run DHCP IP, it will run SSH. Now it will auto run Apache every time you starts your FreeBSD. Right? Okay, done. Next is to type to start the Apache. Okay, so start Apache by using command service Apache 24 start. Service Apache 24 status. Okay, you can see that Apache 24 is running. Okay, when you actually open a website, right? This is MMU websites, right? So the first page is what we call as index.html. Your web programming is siapa? Is Julia. Siapa Tishu?
Suhaimi.
Oh, so Suhaimi, right? You have learned the PHP tak? They have learned HTML, right? Belum PHP, HTML dah. Okay. Then I give you homework. This is the first page on any website. So whenever you start any web services, the first page that you will see is what we call as index.html. Right? So we're going to edit your index.html. So index.html located at these folders. So you cd, change directly to these folders, then type enter. Then you type ls. Right, so when you type ls, this one you learn OS lab with me last time kan? Okay. When you ls, you see one file inside the folders which is index.html. Okay. As a network server admin, every time you want to make the changes on the file, please make sure you backup the file first. Right, so to backup the files, we're going to copy the files to another backup files. Right, so you type cp index html ori. You said wrong. Right. Okay, press enter, then you ls. Okay, once you ls, you have C2 files. Right, which is index.html, index.html/-oli. Every time you make a mistake on your index.html, you can copy back the original file. Right. Okay, so now we're going to edit your index.html. You still remember your OS lab? Okay, you edit. To edit the file, you use a text editor name vi. You type vi test. Right? So we're going to practice how to use vi. So you type vi test. Okay, once you vi test, type your name inside the text editor.
Oh.
Anything can. Okay.
Uninsert.
Just a file name.
Uninsert.
Don't worry. Right? Then you should escape. Press escape button. Type YYP. Right? YYP will auto copy the first lines and insert on the second line. Right? To save the file, escape. Double dot. WQ exclamation mark. Right, so escape, double dots, WQ exclamation marks. This is to save the file. Right, so you want to edit a file, VI editors, you need to memorize the command. Okay, right. Everyone done? Type ls. Okay. Now you have three files: index.html, index.html, and a file named test. Okay. We're going to edit index.html, but this time we're going to use another text editor in BSD called EE. Right. So type EE. Okay. Type EE space index.html. Then press enter. Okay. So your index.html is your HTML file. Inside HTML files, it has a word which is works. Right? Remove it works, put your name. You don't have worry. This one you can use normal keyboard. Okay, just remove it works, exclamation mark, so you remove.
对，
Put
用
your name.
左右啊，那个
Remove it works into your name. Right. Okay, do not remove others HTML scripting. Just remove the words it works.
是 HTML 的吗？
Sorry? Remove. Right, done. Press escape.
我听到了。
When you press escape, it will have option leave editor. Press enter. Okay, leave editor, press enter. Okay, save changes, press enter.
Enter.
Leave editor and save changes.
名字，
Press escape.
如果 BSD
不要
leave
然后按 Enter。你名字给我3个吗？没有，不要我。
Alright, done. Okay, type more space index.html. Press space bar. Okay, so now this is the HTML code for your index HTML. Okay, so you already edit the index HTML page. Okay, right. Move up to your list of machines of your virtual box. Run your Kali. Okay, run your Kali machine. Do not shut down your free BSD.
我会卡这来，
这样子啊，是我这样。
If you shut down, so you
We're
going to see
Unspace
the
ah.
webpage
Enter
that you
unspace.
change.
我开你的，不要关掉，开你的咖喱锅，开你的咖喱。
我在看我的咖喱呢。
开你的咖喱，
Run your Kali machine.
开你的咖喱。
Kali before you. Those with laptop 4 gig, make sure when you run Kali you put proper RAM. Okay, right, so now you already run your Kali. Right, open up a terminal in Kali. There's a black box here. You should click the terminal.
It's a free BSD.
In your Kali, click the terminal emulator. Right, type who am I. Then type uname space -a. Then type if config space -e. If config space -e. Right. So please make sure your FreeBSD and your Kali Linux have within the same group. If let's say this one is 10.0.16.6, your FreeBSD must also 10.0.16.5 maybe. Right, must be within the same group. Right. Open up your FreeBSD, Fisher. Okay, type if config space -a. Right, so yours FreeBSD is 16.4, right? Go back to your Kali. Open up the Mozilla Firefox. Okay, open up the Mozilla Firefox, the web browser. Ni atas, the Mozilla Firefox. Alright, search enter address, type the IP address of your FreeBSD. You type 10.0.16.4. Type the IP address of your FreeBSD. Okay, so on the address type 10.0.16.4.
可以来一个它的浏览器 Firefox
4, enter. Right, so you can actually see your FreeBSD page on your Kali. Homework. You should pick a color. Purple. Okay. So your homework is, I want you to change the index HTML. 3 things. Put your name. Background color is purple. Insert a picture in this web page. You learn sesuai ni kan? So put a name. Background color is purple. You shall pick a purple. Then put a image, a picture in the HTML.
哇，真的绝望了，那个我还卡住了。
还有什么？
他做什么啊？他从红啊？
是 background color 紫色，还有什么？
还有一个随便
你要张照片，我们放他的丑照。
放2.5条
2.5条路。放个镜还讲啊？
哦有，
都是照
我
片。
放了对吗？
是啊，是的。
哎，在 FreeBSD 里面打 HTML。
超，你可以助我从头开始。
Yeah, I assign homework. 谢谢。I assign homework.
下个礼拜会教。